Microphone? Hello, everybody! Welcome. It is Friday, which means it's time for another developer stream. I'm Iconi Angelos, the community manager for Gear Games, and today we're gonna have something special for you guys, something very spicy. This is not the correct stream title, though. Wait, hold on a second. There you go. Now this is correct. Today we have a showdown match between a team of YouTubers and a team of core testers. So, we are going to see a battle between Rinks Sopra, which is one of the largest Russian YouTubers, Hero Dominator, playing on his Resistance account, Black Pigeon. He is one of the winners of the Art of War Masters tournament, and Energy Art of War, which is one of the fresher faces in our community, but we are always eager to see cool talents from various parts of the world. And on the other side, we have a team of core testers. Night Soul, which a lot of you people will know, helps a lot of the community, helps a lot with core testing. We've got Strateg, also known as the Menace. Whenever we have to play test and whenever I have to play against Strateg, it's always a pain in the ass. He's very good. And Sigismund, which is one of the core test coordinators on our side. Hello everybody, how are you guys all doing? Are you guys all ready to watch some cool gameplay? This is gonna be great, I think so too. Hi Connie, where's your cat? My cat is chilling. He's chilling on my bed right now on the side there, but I'm not gonna pick him up. Sorry, guys. Yeah. You're playing too? No, I'm not playing. I'm going to be commenting on this battle. And actually, I am going to put the little plus icon in the chat of the lobby. And as soon as we are getting into the loading screen, I'm gonna switch and we're going to see some cool action today. Hopefully, we're gonna see some really good gameplay. Hopefully we're going to see some awesome games today. That'll be pretty cool. Pretty cool. And we're going to have a grand old time today. Also, yeah, the stream is later today because we had to find a time where all of the YouTubers and core testers can be available at the same time. And, you know, scheduling stuff, basically. Scheduling issues means we had to delay this stream today until this time. Why Tracy not included? Well, I did ask him today, actually, but he wasn't prepared to play it this time. He obviously, you know, not everyone can be available at the same time, so I think that he's just not available right now. Energy, the big supporter, is a Nigerian player. Yeah. I've been. I think that Energy is a really cool new face in the community, and he's been really helpful to us as a content creator. Fact about one of the core testers, he hates ocean map. That's true, yeah, that's true, he does. And obviously, guys, if you're asking like why is XYZ YouTuber not here, we can't include every single YouTuber, we can't include every single content creator. And of course, obviously, it's gonna be equal upgrades. So it doesn't matter what rank everyone is, we're gonna have equal rank games today. At rank 24. Tracy's from the Philippines, probably late at night from. Yeah, it's pretty late. Even when we have co-cast the Art of War Masters tournament, it was the weekend for him, so he could do it then. But on a weekday like this, I don't think he can do it. We love Night Soul? Yeah, we love Night Soul. Let's go. Who are you guys betting on? I'm actually going to start a poll. Starting a poll. Who will win on YouTube? I can only start a poll on YouTube, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, Facebook viewers and Twitch. Actually, I think I can start a Twitch poll as well. Who will win? For testers, YouTubers. Start poll. Alright, I started a poll on YouTube. Are they tryharding or are they showcasing strats with the new heroes? I think it's a bit of both. Obviously, both sides are going to try to win, but we're going to have them play with the new heroes. Also, guys, please keep your chat in English. If you're going to be chatting in other languages, I can't understand you, other people can't understand you, and your comment is basically pointless. This is going to be the last warning for people who are posting in other languages. Good evening, everybody, as well. Good evening to everyone who says good evening. But yeah, just saying. If you guys are messaging in English, I am going to start removing you from this chat. In non-English, sorry. if you're gonna chat in English, you're welcome. Please. Why am I getting invited to random lobbies? I don't want that. I already put down plus. Is it morning there? No, it's actually evening now. All right, we are good to go. See you in the game. Oh. See you in the game, he says. There we go. Okay, and we are on. We are on. The game is on. We are playing the first map we're playing on is Thor. I actually really like the Thor for content creation purposes. It seems like this map always brings us a lot of fun little times. Thor is definitely one of those maps that can create a lot of funny situations. So once again, let's go over the players one more time. Night Soul is in charge of the testing team. Well, it's not in charge of testing. He's part of the testing team. We'll go to the captain of the core testers team in just a moment. But Night Soul is one of the more well-known members in the community, especially in the English side of things. If you've been on Discord, if you're on Facebook, you've probably seen Night Soul. Even on YouTube, if you're watching our streams, he comes to the comment sections quite a lot. He's a very good player. Very good core tester. We also have Sigismund, which is a bit of a lesser-known name for a lot of you guys, but he is one of the coordinators for the core testers, and Strateg. So probably not a lot of you guys actually heard about Strateg, but Strateg is in charge of all core testing in Gear games. He is in charge of all the testing, and he is an exceptional player. In fact, there is a rule for him. He's not allowed to play in any of the tournaments on live because he will just bully people. He's not allowed to play. He's not allowed to get any medals. Like that's a company thing. That's a company rule, basically. Hi, Connie, I hate this map. I mean, it's fun to watch, but I don't know, maybe it's not fun to play for some of you guys. On the other side, we have the Resistance. Rinks Sopra is the captain of the YouTubers team. He's the largest Russian-speaking YouTuber that we have. We also have Black Pigeon join him today as he's destroying a couple of his buildings that he doesn't need. He's much better known to a lot of you as Hero Dominator. This is the famous Chinese streamer slash player. And he is, once again, one of the winners of the Art of War Masters. When we had the tournament, Art of War Masters, Hero Dominator was one on the winning team from the Call Me God clan. And lastly, we have Energy. Energy Art of War is a YouTube content creator, a bit of a lesser known name, a bit of a younger name in the community from Nigeria, representing a lot of the people from Nigeria. You are represented today by Energy. Let's see a good game today. All right. Checking out some of the comments here. Guys, I'm not going to answer any comments about Atlas or Bison or Balance or anything along those lines. Let's watch the gameplay and see how the gameplay is, instead of talking about Atlas or Bison, what you think about them. This is not the time or place. This map always has the best battles on the stream. Yeah, that's true. We had a lot of epic comebacks on here. We see here Energy is moving out with a couple of units, and the Wolverine just scouting around the place, checking what's going on. We have a Cerberus here from Night Soul coming out to meet and greet him, but he's alone. And it looks like maybe he might have to give up this large container, all things considered. But this Cerberus is now kind of on the high ground, which is not very good. Jumps in, deals a ton of damage with the jump. Remember, this is rank 24, maxed heroes, equal lobbies, equal upgrades. So this is actually going to be a lot to handle for this Wolverine. And there is already a Zeus as well. The Wolverine is getting very low HP. Cerberus Barrier activates, and I think this is it. Cerberus Jump is already back up, and the Wolverine goes down. Looks like the large container is gonna go to Night Soul here. At the same time, Sigismund is claiming the large container in the middle, and Hero Dominator has just driven off Strateg, and he is going to be claiming this container for himself. Guys, no other languages other than English. I will ignore your comment even harder if you're going to type it in any language that is not English. Cat Nixon is banned for a year, guys. He has a 1-year-long ban. If you want to know when he's gonna be unbanned, ask him. He will know. He knows. He has seen the message in the game that shows him how long he's been banned for. Cerberus, yes! Yeah! Love watching top players to see their base build layout. Let's actually have a look at that. Night Soul positioned all of his buildings here at the front. And factories kind of nested around the headquarters. Kind of what I do as well. I like doing this as well. This is a very standard thing in my opinion. You place your supply centers, power plants kind of in the front. You place your barracks around the front and the sides, and you place your factories near your headquarters. At the same time, Sigismundi kind of also follows the same pattern, and Strateg also follows the similar pattern, except his buildings are kind of more shifted along to the right side. At the same time, CIA Energy. Yeah, I mean, all of the players looks like all of the players are following exactly the same pattern so far. So that's what I've been taught as well. That's what I've been taught as well when I was learning the game. Hello, no other languages? Gotcha. Yeah, please, guys, if you want to communicate, let's communicate with each other, all right? You're not just communicating with me. You're not just communicating with other people who might speak a language. You're communicating with everybody on the stream. We're a large community. Let's use English as our bridge between countries, okay? Okay. Who are YouTubers? Once again, people are asking who are the YouTubers. We have Energy Art of War 3, one of our partners. We have Rinks Sopra, is also another one of our partners. He's a Russian YouTuber. Black Pigeon is Hero Dominator. He's our Chinese partner. Igrishe Mira. We have a Russian stream going on right now. Okay, I'm going to say something in Russian just once. Ребята, параллельно русский стрим. У нас есть русский канал. Русский стрим, пожалуйста. На русском, на русский стрим. Alright, I just told everybody in Russian to go on the Russian stream, because we have a Russian stream going on at the same time. My colleague, Just Pinka, is also live right now. Vertex are really annoying. Wow. I mean, you can just build a lot of AA. Look, we have some players going for air units. Mole Wolverine here, defending against Strateg. Ooh, look at that. That's interesting. A very nice combined push by Sigismundi and Strateg. It's 2 Seraphims, 2 Cerberi, some Zeus, and a bunch of assaults are attacking Rinks Sopra. Rinks is in huge trouble. He needs some help right... Wait, no, this is Black Pigeon. This is Black Pigeon. Black Pigeon is in huge help. He's in huge trouble. He needs some help right now. It looks like Rinks is sending some units over to help him out, as well as a couple of Hawks. There are no Vertex yet. They're currently in base for Sigismundi. So the Hawk here are going to be quite helpful. There are a couple of Typhoons here to help out. These Seraphim are starting to take a lot of damage from the Hawk and the Porcupine. The Mole is tanking in the front line. There's a gun tower here helping Black Pigeon defend himself, as he's desperately upgrading that prototype factory. He wants to get the Bison out. And at the same time, we have the prototype factory just finished upgrading for Rinks Sopra. And it's already upgraded for Energy, already producing what I'm assuming is going to be a Bison. A lot of the players already upgraded their X facilities. In fact, Sigismundi is a bit late with his, but everybody else has basically upgraded their X facilities, and they're going to be building their heroes. Nice t-shirt, thank you. My dad thought it was FFA 6. No, this is a team battle. This is a team match. Okay. Live stream only for some new tricks to learn. I mean, of course, we're going to be finding out how some new tips and strategies. Which one YouTubers are? YouTubers are resistance guys. Why is Green making an airfield? Well, it looks like he wanted to have a couple of hawks of his own for air support. At the same time, Rings Sopra is also building some hawks of his own. Energy has produced a Bison. Look at him, guys. His shiny, sparkly new toy for the resistance. Bison is out in the field for energy. We're going to see some cool action here. Curious to see if this is going to be a Solaris or Atlas. Yep, there we go. Okay, awesome. Yeah, we've told the players that they should be producing new heroes, obviously, because we want to see the new stuff. So we'll see how the new heroes fare. And in fact, it looks like Night Soul has already produced his Atlas. He's making an army. A couple of shields are already out in the field. Some Zeus and Atlas. There is a bit of a skirmish here going on. Salamander, Cerberus, and Seraphim are fighting. The Seraphim is actually pushing. Now realizing that the Salamander doesn't have his active. He's very vulnerable now. You see, a lot of you guys are asking, oh, how can I play Seraphim if Salamander exists? And this is basically what you do. You can go aggressive on the Salamander when it's active, it's out. But you may be overextending here. Now there is an army here. Okay, this Seraphim is going to be basically traded away, it looks like. Yeah. But this is basically what you're supposed to do. Attack the Salamander once its active is out. Yellow is also has produced their Bison, and it looks like the Bison and Mole here are fighting the Confederation army. Look at the amount of punishment this Bison is taking, but he has turned his back towards the enemy. That's a bit unfortunate. It goes down. The Mole is still in the ground here. There are a few units in the back here. The Vertex are out and about. They're going to be dealing some serious damage, and now this looks very scary for Black Pigeon all of a sudden, as Atlas with the army support is now moving forward. Hawks are getting up again. Another airfield is going up for Black Pigeon. Interesting choice. There's a lot of air power. At the same time, energy is moving around. Let's see what that leads to. Atlas here is shooting stuff. The Bison throws the active ability at one of the energy shields. I wish I could see the energy for these shields, but it must be running quite low here already. The Bison pushes forward, deals significant damage to the Seraphim. He's going to take it down. Interesting. Looks like Strateg is going to be pushed back here. But it does take significant resources from 2 players to even do that. Bison stuns the Atlas. Yeah, it looks like this push is going to be defended against. And at the same time, on the other side of the map, we have a bit of a scuffle between Energy and Night Soul. Chameleons and Shields are activated. Salamander passive has already been triggered. This kind of looks like a trap. Energy is baiting Night Soul into a very carefully laid out trap here, as he does have some units around here. He does have the Bison. Night Soul is not going to take the bait. He takes a moment to step back. At the same time, on the other side of the map, the yellow player, Rings Sopra, pushes back Strateg's forces even further. The Vertex here are going to be dealing damage, though. He's moving forward once again. The Bison is back for Black Pigeon. He's already rebuilt it. Scion is here. He manages to stun these heroes, manages to stun them again, and mind controls a couple of units. But the Bison is already here, and the Mole, and another Bison. So that's 3 very heavy heroes. And now Strateg is going to be feeling the hurt. He's going to be feeling the pain. A couple stuns go out. An active ability goes out and stuns the X facility, slowing down the reconstruction of the hero. But this Bison is already very low on health. He's been taking a lot of damage from the Vertex. Unfortunately for Strateg, there is also a lot of Chameleon at the same time. Only a single shield active. And this Bison, this Cerberus basically is forced to look around searching for the Bison, as it is getting repaired by the Mole. Very cool micro here, as Bison is basically kiting the Cerberus around inside of the Mole repair field. The Solaris here is out for Sigismund. It looks like Sigismund decided to build a Solaris, very interestingly enough. Takes down the Chameleon with the active ability, but still, look at, there's 2 moles here now and 2 Bisons. Can the Solaris even do anything with this? We have bombers coming in, dealing some damage, but not enough. They're basically just standing here menacingly inside of Strateg's base, baiting him. At the same time, Nightsoul on the other side of the map is pushing into Energy's base, but at this time, Energy just needs to buy some time for his allies, and basically, the Bison allows him to do that, exactly that. He pushes around, pushes Nightsoul back with this push, with Hawk support from Ring Sopra, and at the same time, this Bison is about to barely go down, but still not going down. Still here, Seraphim active goes as well. The Bison, this one is, I believe, Rinx's Bison, because this one is Hero Dominators. Takes down the headquarters, and we see 2 moles and 2 Bisons basically destroy Strateg's base because it is empty. There is literally nothing here. He couldn't rebuild his army in time. There was only some air support from Sigismund and the Thors and the Solaris, and Strateg decides to tap out of this game as he realizes that it is all over, and it looks like the YouTubers are gonna have it for the first round. Energy at the same time is also counterattacking here into Nightsoul. Nightsoul is still in the game. He's still in the game. He's still playing. I don't think he realized. Well, I mean, he should have realized that his allies have surrendered. So he also taps out. I guess he wanted to fight here a little bit. Does it reset CP? No, I don't think it does anything when you shoot it at the headquarters. It just depowers it. Double Mole is very powerful, yeah. Double Mole is very powerful. Double Mole, Double Bison, and there was nothing to defend against it. So it was very difficult to fight. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of comments now saying that the Confederation is done. I know, but you know, if the Confederation won, same people would be commenting about how the Resistance is done. But while we're setting up the lobby for the second game, I'm going to go on a little break. I'll see you in just a couple of minutes. And we're back, guys. It's time for the second round. Well, it looks like the YouTubers have shown us a really good game on the first map, the Thor. The second battle is going to be on Raven's Hill. Obviously, we've seen how powerful Bison Mole can be in the first game. The very powerful combo. Because obviously we've seen a lot of situations where Bison were just about to go down. It was just about to get destroyed. But the Mole Repair was very, very, very strong at being able to keep the Bison up and in the battle. Let's see if that's going to be exactly the same in the second game. As the two teams are now fighting on Raven's Hill. Raven's Hill is a pretty cool map. I like it a lot as well, actually. I do like how there's like a lot of little bridges around the site here. We've seen some very cool maneuvers. I remember there was a maneuver once where we've seen an army of hammers pass down this bridge and take out a bunch of buildings in a player's base that was located here. But at the same time, it's curious how it's gonna go. I don't really like these autumn-themed maps. Well, I think that the developers have done a pretty good job at reworking the autumn biome. It's definitely brought a lot more life to it, especially with the new lighting, but there are more biome reworks on the way. The next biome rework is going to be the jungle biome. Who are the YouTubers and who are the quarters? Alright, people need to go over this. Let's go over this again. For the YouTubers, we have Energy. Energy Art of War is one of our newer partners. Fresh in the game, very young channel. Look him up on YouTube. Energy AOF3 is how you spell it out. Energy Art of War 3 or Energy AOW3. Black Pigeon is known as Hero Dominator. He's our Chinese partner. Very well known in Bilibili community. And Rinks Sopra is our biggest Russian YouTuber. The core testers, Strateg85 is the leader of all testing in gear games. An incredibly powerful player who's bound by contract to not win any medals. Night Soul is another powerful core tester. He is a well-known name in the community. He organizes a lot of testing and stuff, and he's also a moderator. Sigismund is a lesser-known name, but he is a coordinator. He's a coordinator for core testing. Bilibili gets mentioned. Yeah, we do like our Bilibili partners. We do appreciate our Bilibili partner. We only have one partner right now, but we appreciate him nonetheless. China, big, strong. Why there's a lot of buffering? I don't know. I'm going to check OBS right now. But there there's no problems right now. I don't understand. It's something on your end. It's definitely not my stuff. I would know. If the problem was on my end. Don't worry about it. Russian developers always support resistance. Arrgh, how could you figure this out? No! Silence him! Autumn theme maps equal Desert Storm vibes with a hot promotion. What? What is that message supposed to be? Oh, with a hot sun. Never mind. Alright, this guy I've seen already quite a lot, and I'm just going to ban him, because he doesn't seem to listen. Poll is not important, resistance always win. Oh, the poll's actually really close. Look at that, 51 to 49. 51% of you think the YouTuber is going to win, 49% think that Core is going to win. This already been 4 minutes into the battle. We already have Vertex out on the field from Strateg. Very interesting strategy here. He's rushing Vertex, allowing 2 of his teammates to contest the containers. Let's see if they actually manage to successfully do it. The battle for the middle container is very fierce, but there is a Salamander here already, and Hawk is also already in the sky, produced by Rinks Sopra. We'll see if Black Pigeon also decides at the same time to go for his own Hawks as he did last game, or if he's going to let Rings Sopra handle that. But so far, it definitely looks like energy is kind of falling back here to not contest this container. Or perhaps not. This large container doesn't seem to be of particular interest to both teams. As Seraphim is checking out to see that, yep, in fact, the Salamander has collected all of the containers, and the Hawk is actually already out, chasing the Seraphim down. Probably not going to go any further than that, just dealing a little bit of damage to that, just tickling the Seraphim a little bit. Just tickling it a little bit. Did the Hero Dominator play Art of War, the Chinese version? I don't know, you should go ask him. Ask him about it on one of his streams. Confed stuck on Cerberus Seraphim, but I'm going to use the new hero with complaint resistance overpowered. That's very true, actually. We have seen the Psion in the last battle, but it was really too late at that point. It was really too late at that point. Red team always win? I don't know. We've had the Confederation won Art of War Masters just a couple months ago. Art of War Chinese owned by you guys? I mean, first of all, let's start with the fact that the Chinese version of Art of War has already closed down. It no longer exists. Secondly, it was licensed. It was licensed by us, but it was developed by a different team in China, and they have made certain changes to the game that made it a lot less feasible. And basically, their game failed. Their version of the game failed. How many skills should I have in rank 9? I think that's something that other people should answer. Psion is the game changer. Yeah, Psion can be a real game changer here. Very aggressive play from Energy here. He's moving in, also supported by another Salamander. He's moving in to Sigismund's base, forcing some support from his teammates, and also these Zeus are going to be doing a lot to try to salvage the situation. A Seraphim here is also helping out. We do have these Vertex kind of chilling on the base. I think they're going to be, as soon as they're ready, they're going to be lifted into the sky. But we'll see how that actually goes, as it looks like Sigismund is about to lose his headquarters, actually. At the same time, Night Soul is pushing forward into Black Pigeon's base, taking down a factory here. There is a Seraphim and a couple of Zeus just kind of destroying stuff uncontested. He falls back a tiny little bit here. Energy takes down the headquarters. They lose a Salamander, and then they decide to kind of fall back a little bit. A couple of Cerberus here and the Seraphim are going to be able to defend this, I'm pretty sure. But still, losing another building here is not going to be that great for Sigismund. A couple of rocket towers here, finished building. Headquarters is going to be rebuilt. Let's see if he's going to be able to bounce back here. Hawks come in to support Black Pigeon. Rings Sopra is providing some air coverage for his teammate, which is very good, as well as the Mole. Mole turrets are going to be here to help out with the defense. The Vertex are coming in, but it's really that actually, I was gonna say that it's too late, but he does take down two Hawks, leaves one Hawk of very low HP. Look at this aggressive Vertex play. He chased him down all the way to his own airfield, took down two Hawks, and then left, losing one Vertex in return. That's actually a very efficient trade. Well done. Very well done. So, after this aggression, all players are kind of sitting back. Sigismund is trying to recover, and he's already rebuilt his headquarters to level 3, because obviously we have boosts here. Why resistance is both long-range attack unit Mammoth and building sniper tower? Because resistance, one of the resistance's strength is range. I want to ask why Art of War 3 developers hadn't released an individual version of Art of War 3 at PC like Windows. Because our game is a mobile game at the core. So the strengths of Art of War 3 is that it is an incredibly good version of an RTS for mobile devices. We have some really well adapted mobile game controls, but mobile games releasing on PC often struggle to actually gain traction. So we aren't really going to release that. Especially considering we'd have to also support another version of the game. Does Strateg have a YouTube channel? He did in the past, but I don't think he's uploaded onto it. These Hawks are here trying to deal some damage to the Confederation units, claiming the super container. And we've got some riflemen here trying to maybe buy some time, but the Cerberus is still here, and the Seraphim only took some damage. There is also some air coverage from the Vertex here. Night Soul has constructed an Atlas, and he's going to try again to push into Black Pigeon's base. Let's see how that goes for him this time. Can we have a function to see pink to understand Vertex Hawk control better if there is some blunders? I don't understand the question, sorry. How many matches will be there? So the teams are going to be playing until one team managed to obtain 3 victories. So once one team wins 3 times, it's over. All the new heroes are getting reduced here. Nightsoul has constructed a Beholder to support him. He did actually see that there is, with the Beholder, he was able to see the Bison in the fog, so he retreated a little further back and is now trying to force fire into the front to deal some damage. Bison moves out of the fog, but still kind of in the Maul's range. The Chameleon moves slightly forward. Bison active goes out. Look at how quickly the Bison melts under the Beholder active. Where did that health go? Hello? Beholder goes down. Seraphim goes down. Let's see what happens here next. Night Soul uses the Atlas active. But now his offensive has kind of slowed down. He's lost some of the key units here. He's not going to be able to push any more forward. He's forced to retreat now. At the same time, on the other side, Energy and Sigismund are at it once again. There is a Solaris here. Sigismund is a big fan of Solaris, clearly. Energy is pushing into his base once more. Cerberus jumps in. The Bison is going to be forced to fall back here a little bit. There's no Mole to support it, so that's basically all the HP it gets. There is still a Salamander for Energy. The Chameleon is active, however. Alright. The Bison goes down to some Vertex. The Salamander is also very low HP, also goes down. The only hero left is the Wasp, which also goes down. At the same time, Black Pigeon moves forward and is going to lay siege to Night Soul's base now. There's a Wolverine, a Bison, and the Mole. They're all just kind of chilling. The Bison is positioned very far forward, zapping the Confederate units that are pushing. Resistance is very aggressive in both of these matches. I have noticed so far. Resistance has been playing very aggressively. Solaris active goes forward, not very effective though. The Core Testers team really needs to pick up their slack if they want a chance to winning this. This is not a very good show. In both of these games, I've been noticing some blunders. Look at this, for example. What was that? Why would you ever let a Bison run up to you and stun, what was this, like 6 or 7 units? That is insane. Why would you ever allow yourself to get caught like that? It's a very, very huge mistake from Night Soul here, as the Bison Mole is now in the middle of his own base. It's depowered. Atlas is fighting, but he's already triggered his last stand mode, which means he's about to go down himself. I don't know what to say, guys. This has been some very, very strong blunders by the Core Testers team. Let's see if Strateg is going to be able to salvage the situation, because he's the Vertex player. He does have a lot of air presence still. It seems like he's been able to defend against the energy push. Sigismund is forced to rebuild his headquarters once again, but this push is going to be a lot more difficult to defend against the Mole, Wolverine, and Bison, the BMW combo. A Black Pigeon, he got in his BMW, and he's now rolling around Night Soul's base in his new car. Keepers of skill, quarters of knowledge. Looks like it. GG's, this is going to be a short stream. Clearly, it might be. We'll see. The Hawks are also flying above Sigismund's base. Vertex and Hawks are having a bit of an air battle. A couple of Hawks go down. Bison active stuns a couple of buildings, but that was very questionable. A few Zeus is definitely not going to be enough to stop this hunk, though. This hunk of metal. Looks like ultimately the Hawks might actually win. Is Hawk Imba, guys? Is Hawk Imba? Look at the Hawks just flying around. Oh, yep, the core testers have surrendered. Night Soul got eliminated, and the two other core testers have given up. Well, while the second lobby is being made, I'm going to switch for another break. I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. And we're back! Hello everybody, we're back for the third match. So, the YouTubers have claimed 2 victories so far. Can they get the third W and become the winners of the overall match? We'll find out today. Maybe we'll find out this game in the Forgotten Post. This map. I don't play it very often, but when I do, I always find that battles on this map tend to be very isolated. So the way the map is structured, it has a lot of like gaps, right? So we have a lot of gaps separating the middle, the top, and the bottom paths very, very clearly. And those paths are rather narrow. I mean, yeah, you can take 3 different paths here, for example, but all 3 of these paths are very narrow. And in the middle, you basically have one way to go into the middle per player. And, you know, the bottom player on this side, for example, can't even enter middle without going through purple's base. And red player on the other side can't enter without going through green's base. And at the same time, we have a mirrored, the same kind of three narrow path situation here. So it's very, it's a larger map, but it's a bit claustrophobic. It definitely feels like a smaller map. So we'll see how it's going to go this time for the core testers. Are they going to be able to get a W this time or not? We'll see. When event? Events next month. Next month is going to be another event, guys. They lied showing fake Atlas hats. There was no lie in there. So the point of a trailer is to show what a hero is capable of. A hero is capable of shooting up. We're going to show that it can shoot up, and to show that clear, we're going to have the plane go down. Because otherwise, you're going to look at you're going to see a hero shooting missiles up at a plane that also shoots missiles at it. You don't understand marketing. This map feels kind of awkward to play. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. Honestly, I think it's alright. You're right, but the damage in the trailer... Same for the Bison. Damage in the trailer for the Bison was also very insane. What is the next event? You'll find out, but it's gonna be next month, guys. What is the current grade of everyone's new heroes? For this battle, you mean? I don't remember exactly. I think for rank 24, it's class 8 or 9, something like that. I don't remember what the rank for what are the classes for rank 24. But it's definitely higher class. It's not class 1, not class 5, not class 6, not class 7, or anything like that. It's definitely higher. Maybe even like class 9 or 10. Maybe 9 or 10. Russian developers support resistance. Grr! Somebody silence this man! August? Yeah, August. We're gonna have August. I'm kind of rooting for the core testers as well. Yeah, I mean, I want to see some blue W's. Come on, guys. Come on, Confed. Win. Come on, do something. Alright, looks like this time Strateg is the blue player here, pressuring against the Energy. Energy is once again the red player in this battle. 2 players are actually pressuring here. Sigismund and Strateg are both pressuring against the Energy, and at the same time, Nightsoul is kind of left on his own, slightly isolated against Rinks Sopra. In the middle, though, it looks like the large container, nobody really cares. Black Pigeon sent 1 rifleman. This Wasp could probably easily help out. This, on the top side of the map, is a complete total stomp, though. It's very... Oh, look at that! That was a very cool maneuver. Cerberus jumped over the forest to get towards the middle container. Very, very cool. This Wasp from Black Pigeon is flying above the container, is going to kind of block... kind of block the container from being collected. Actually resets all progress on it because it was able to kill all the infantry on the point. What? Imba? Have you heard the same music many times? Will there be a community made to make music for the game and reward players for it? For the game? No. We have had an event to make songs for the game. That was pretty fun. But other than that, no. Dude, if you're going to keep typing about Russian developers support resistance game is biased, nothing's gonna change. What are you, some kind of keyboard warrior? Ikonia is Unita? I don't know what that means. Is that even English? Come on, testers, bring it home this time. Yeah! Oh yeah, also, by the way, everyone who's saying, oh, resistance is imba, by all means, feel free to switch to resistance and play resistance. Who is Hero Dominator? He's a Chinese content creator for Out of War. He's a very big player. On his main account, he is rank 27 or something like that. He's very high rank, very, very high. Maybe even rank 28? I don't remember what exactly rank he is. When is the next Out of War 3 art competition? We currently have one... It's not art, so it's not drawing. We have one diorama contest going on right now for heroes, and obviously there's going to be more competitions coming with events. So we like to see good micro win, just click and win. Yeah, exactly. Hero Dominator is really imba in the game. I've heard about that. He's very powerful. He's very strong. I mean, his team did win Out of War Masters a couple of months ago, so obviously must be a very powerful player. Yellow has a lot of scouts around Night Soul's base here, and even one in the back of Sigismund's base, I just noticed. There's a bit of a push here. Some Seraphims are poking at Energy's base, trying to deal some serious damage here. There will be an active from the Sound Matter here. I think this Seraphim is down. Yep. Seraphim goes down. There's another Seraphim. Let's see if this one is going to be able to do much. I don't think so. Not with this kind of active usage. No. He's forced to go back by a couple of Hawks as well. And the army has retreated too at the same time. Purple has been building some units. A lot of Typhoons around this time. Probably anticipating a good number of Hawks as well coming on the battlefield. Night Soul, all of the Confederation players are deciding to kind of hang back and build up their army before moving forward. Resistance players are probably doing their same old strategy. They're probably trying to get Bison Mole out as fast as possible. We'll see if the same strategy is going to work for them the third time around. Salamander's kind of roaming around, throwing some rockets. Cerberus is throwing rockets at it back. Very friendly exchange so far. I'm not answering any questions about hero balance because there is no... If we're going to decide to change something, we'll announce it. We'll announce it, guys. You don't need to ask me about it. If we're going to change something, it's going to be announced. Prussian developers support resistance. Wait, it's Prussians now? Oh no. Guys, those Prussians. Last time we let Prussians do anything important, we had a couple world wars. Are there any safeguards against stream sniping like at the Masters tournament? No, there isn't, because there's no stakes in this tournament. There's no stakes. This is pure... There's no prizes, no stakes. It's just for fun. Fun little game between core testers and YouTubers. Prussian? Yeah. That joke was dark. I'm sorry. I have a bit of a dark sense of humor. I wish your ads were thinking that Atlas would give the Confederation equal a chance of win. You are completely wrong. So we've had... Confederation has had the upper hand when it comes to heroes for a very long time. And now, when the Resistance also has very nice heroes, the Confederation players are complaining. That's very weird. Damn, didn't know the Prussians went from messing with Napoleon to messing with Confeds. So true. Where's the Russian stream link, please? I don't have it here, and I don't have it on me. I'm streaming right now. I'm commenting, trying to comment on the game. But if you are following us on Telegram or Kontakte, there will be links there. Also, if you switch to Russian language in the game and open the news post about this stream, it will be, you can see the Russian stream there. Confederation is nice heroes. Yeah, exactly. That's some pretty nice heroes. Solaris is, speaking of heroes, actually, we have Solaris out here for Sigismund. Once again, he's a fan of that particular hero. Night Soul, let's see what kind of hero Night Soul makes. He's made an Atlas again. He's amassed quite a force, a significant army here, a bunch of Zeus, Typhoon, and energy shields. Hawks are flying around, the Seraphim is feeding the herd, but there's a lot of Typhoons, so the Hawks are also going to be taken out very, well, one by one, basically. Black Pigeon is this time focusing a lot on Hawk production. He has made a Bison and a Salamander. He's probably thinking right now how to get rid of the Salamander in such a way to replace it with a Mole, but we'll see how it goes. Solaris moves forward to take a couple of pot shots at the Salamander. Look at how spread out these units are, by the way. This is a very interesting placement. Confederation has spread their units out super far. Look at it. This time Strateg also decided to go for a Solaris here. Solaris takes a shot at Bison as Bison is rolling forward. Beholder active goes out, and once again, look at how quickly Bison just melts under the Beholder active. It's insane. I noticed this last battle when Nysel was pushing, but with Beholder active, boom! It just melts. It's kind of ridiculous. Beholder active seems very powerful in these kinds of situations. When you can take advantage of the Beholder active, like when you have a bunch of units like this set up, whew, absolutely insane. Mid player helps with Avia. Yeah, but on this map, the middle player is also kind of very close to the action, right? So it's not particularly as great for the middle player to be only solely focused on air. It looks like Sigismund is actually focusing on taking advantage of that, as he has ground units and a lot of Typhoon. So he's moving forward with Shield, Typhoon, Solaris, and Zeus to take down some of the production here for Black Pigeon, as he's quickly rushing the production of another hero, probably a Mole. At the same time, Rinks Sopra is here with a significant army of his own, with a Bison, some Mammoth, Porcupines, Chameleons, Jaguars. He's sending some units to scout out. Night Soul has made a line of Zeus, Atlas, and a Psion. Very cool. A Cerberus is forward scouting here for him. Mole is here, which means that Rinks Sopra is now moving forward. Sigismund is still pushing into Black Pigeon. It looks like Rinks is completely uninterested in helping out his ally. He is just focused on having a big scuffle against Night Soul in the middle of the map. A Chameleon goes down instantaneously, trying to bait out some of the actives. Very wise maneuver. Look at that, by the way. Rinks sent out a single Chameleon, anticipating that perhaps Night Soul might want to throw some actives in there, maybe a Psion active or an Atlas active or something along those lines. But he just simply sent a Cerberus and took it down instantly. The Hawk here is going to take out the Solaris, but they are flying over a bunch of Typhoons, still taking lots of damage. Black Pigeon must have lost a lot of production and support structures here. And at the same time, Strateg is pushing forward. He sent a Cerberus forward into the fog, but there's no real units to take advantage of this. His units are stuck in this choke point, and it's very difficult for him to do anything, actually. He's going to try to utilize his Psion active, most likely. Let's see. Solaris takes down a couple of tanks, but is going to go down as well himself. I'm waiting for the Psion active here. Let's see if it's going to go out. Maybe it's already gone out. Maybe it's on cooldown, actually. I'm not sure. Bison moves forward. At the same time, here the both sides are just kind of standing, looking at each other. Heroes... It's much more interesting to watch this side of the map. So I'm not really looking down there. But the Salamander throws out a missile, takes down a Zeus. Both players are kind of trying to bait each other into a choke point situation where they can take advantage of this very narrow passage. Very, very cool. Maybe Holder shoot something to be able to escape. It already has a stealth. It already has the stealth passive to be able to hide when it's using the ability. Alright. At the same time, once again, we have Bison here. He's turning his back towards the enemy. This is a huge mistake. Look at how much damage it has taken from just not facing the right direction. This chameleon is going to cover his escape, but that was a big, big error on the part of Rinks Sopra. Sigismundi is remassing his forces here, and the Strateg and the Energy are kind of just in a standoff situation. And now Nightsoul decided that maybe it's time for him to push a little forward. He is moving. A Wasp active goes out, but there's no point going back. There's not going to be... Well, actually there is. There is a point to go back, because the Bison active might have gone out. But honestly, if the Bison was ready to fire its active, this would be a very slow retreat otherwise, either way. So I think I would probably just keep pushing forward, but it looks like maybe I'm just not that good of a player. Nightsoul decides to fall back a little bit here. At the same time, Rinks also falls back. Sigismund once again in a very, very aggressive forward position here, as Black Pigeon only has a Mole and a Bison to defend himself. Let's see if that's going to be enough, as he's rebuilding his infrastructure here in the back. Beholder active is getting used, but there's just no units. This was a very, very, very bad use of the Beholder active, actually, because there is no units to benefit from this activation. At the same time, look at the Bison is taking a ton, even through frontal armor. He's facing forward. There is a Mole repairing him, but he just goes down. What? Guys. I thought this was impossible. I thought Bison was supposed to live forever. Hello? Energy is kind of chilling here. Rinks, Sopra, and Nightsoul. This is what the heck? I can't wait for these guys to actually fight each other. This is gonna be an epic battle to watch. Sigismund is pushing forward. There's nothing here for Black Pigeon. Why isn't he just moving forward more aggressively? I guess there's not enough Zeus maybe to support this advance, but at the same time, I mean, it's just the Solaris taking pot shots at the Wolverine, getting repaired by the Mole. The Bison is going to be rebuilt once again by a prototype factory. You need to find the prototype factory. You need to destroy it. Stronger than ever. Oh, Scion here. Energy is deciding that he is now going to take action. He's going to move across this choke point. He has the Bison. Beholder scan goes out, revealing all those units and debuffing Bison's armor. Once again, look at how much damage this Bison took. It's gone. It's gone. And at the same time, Strateg still holds onto high ground here. Sigismund is moving forward. Now he's finally decided that it's time to attack. He spots the prototype factory with the Vertex, and is going to focus on taking it down before it's going to be able to reproduce the Bison. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it looks like it's not looking good for Resistance this time around. The Bison here, once again, Bison Mole. Bison just goes by itself, stuns everything around it. But where are all the units? What are these units doing? Bison just dies on its own, and the Mole is not able to support it either. Is this arrogance from the YouTubers? What are they doing? No support for green resistance. Yeah, it looks like finally yellow has decided, okay, green is losing his entire base. Maybe I should do something about this. He moves his army, but it's kind of vulnerable. There is a Beholder scan going out once again, but not really gonna do much. This is the green Beholder here. Space strike detected. Alright. Didn't expect to see that. That's a very preemptive space strike, by the way. He's assuming that Rinks is going to move his army a bit more forward, but this actually is going to hit his buildings as well. It actually doesn't do that much damage. It was a good idea, but Rinks didn't move as far forward. Energy is also here, helping out Black Pigeon, but Black Pigeon already left! Black Pigeon already surrendered the battle. Oh no! Oh no! It looks like he didn't wait long enough. No! Black Pigeon decided to leave the game before his allies could help him out. And Nightsoul at the same time he decided to counterattack while he realizes that, oh well, I mean, I guess Yellow's army's not home, I'm gonna move forward. Wow, that is super sad for the Resistance here. Black Pigeon had enough. Yeah, real guys. Bro, when I support a team, the team lose. I mean, you can see here, right? Like, this must have been some clear miscommunication on the part of YouTubers here, because, I mean, I'm just assuming the Black Pigeon decided that his teammates are not going to help him out. So by the time they actually did help him out, he was already out. He was already out of the game. Why is Night Soul retreating? Why is Night Soul retreating? I don't understand. Yellow's army is destroyed. Purple has been able to defend himself just fine. Is he trying to give them another fighting chance? No, he's turning back now. He's turning back. Bison is out once again on the battlefield. Let's see how well it performs in this engagement. It's gonna be a big stun once again. Beholder's scan goes out, debuffing the Bison's armor. Big stun, but there's a lot of units. Look at how quickly it just absolutely melts under all of the firepower of the Zeus. It doesn't look like Bison Mole's enough, guys. I think you still need an army as well. Rinks Sopra taps out as well, leaving only energy in the game. Space Strike also on the base of a player who was already surrendered. Akuni can play better than those YouTubers? I don't think so, guys. I think they're playing. I think they can. They still play better than me, guys. I wouldn't be able to play as they do. All right, that was the battle. I'm going to go for another break. I'll catch you in just a couple minutes, guys. See you around. Look at I'm back. It's always very fun to read you guys chatting. I started a poll for fun. If you think it's rigged game. Ah. All right. Anyways, we are. Wait, what map is this? It's Iron Curtain. It's Iron Curtain. Let's go. All right, the fourth game. So it's 2-1 right now. 2 for YouTubers, 1 for core testers. This is Iron Curtain, one of the maps that the final was played on, and also this is the map where people are always getting baited to ask us, is there gonna be a transport in the game? Look, you already have a helicopter model. But yeah, this is a helicopter, but it's not a unit. It's just a helicopter model. Anyways, once again, it's the same teams. If you guys haven't been here for me introducing these, Strateg85 is the leader of core testers in our company. He's legally bound to not win any tournaments anymore because he's banned from that. Night Soul is one of the pillars of our community, I would say, and Sigismund is one of the pillars of core testing. He's one of the coordinators for core testing, and core testers are people who it's a small group of people who get to test the changes for the game before they go live. On the other team, we have YouTubers. Black Pigeon, also known as Hero Dominator, one of the champions of Art of War Masters. CIA Energy is Energy Art of War 3. Energy Art of War on YouTube is one of our fresher faces in the community. And Rinks Sopra is a big Russian streamer who streams almost every day. Trust me, that helicopter will be meta in 5 years. Oh, this is the new meta hero. For which faction though, guys? Wait, if this is a new hero, what faction do you think this hero is gonna be for? Let's see. Maybe you guys think it's a Resistance or a Confed hero. Where are you from? I'm from Moscow. Guys. Moscow. Resistance? You think it's gonna be a Resistance hero? We call this air transport. Third faction hero. What about other YouTubers? Well, they don't fit in the team of 3, guys. There are 3 people who can play, and 3 is the most people that can fit in the team, okay? We have some very strong players on both sides, though. We are currently going 2-1. 2 wins for YouTubers and 1 win for the core testers. Iron Curtain, by the way, another map which is pretty cool for 3v3, but this time is actually a map where the back player is usually the air player. Unlike last map, where all 3 players are kind of side to side, this one has a bit of a triangle, and one of the players on both sides ends up being the back player, which is usually the air player. Are you Muslim? No. Why am I... If I'm from Moscow, I'm Muslim? How? What? The voice was already added, but it was not as good as planned. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's go. Why isn't there sandbox for everyone like in the past? Because a lot of the feedback that we didn't get, that we got from the players was valuable. A lot of the feedback was really bad. Like people are really bad at submitting forms. You'll be surprised how little people are actually computer literate, like or Google literate. Like when you left to rig the match, I'm here. Hello, hi, guys, I'm here. I didn't leave. Bison doesn't have a sexy voice, but he has a cool voice. He's got a funny voiceover. Anyways, players are once again struggling to control the containers. Red player, Black Pigeon, this time I was able to snatch the large container right from under Strateg's nose. The Cerberus was already mid-flight, but it was already too late. At the same time, this Cerberus is here trying to fight for the container at the bottom left corner. It's getting flanked. How is this? What? How is this Wolverine coming from this side? This is the Confederation side. Well, I'm not going to question it too much, but yeah, we've got Hawks here fighting as well. A single Vertex is here to contest, but it's going to be Very difficult. It's already way too late. Both the large containers go to the Resistance. Can you please play in place of yellow? No. Why? Resistance are YouTuber? Yeah, Resistance are YouTubers. Resistance team too weak? They claimed 2 victories. They already won twice. Your voice sounds very cute and dumb, bro. Like, no tryhard in your voice, and I love it. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Make PC version. Would love to. Not gonna happen. For a lot of reasons that I already got into earlier this stream. But can't get into right now. I'm not gonna spend time getting into the why we don't have a PC version again. Report Bison. Why? For what? Did he... What are we reporting Bison for? Are we reporting Bison for feeding? Flaming? Did he threaten someone's mom in all chat? What's going on? Why are we reporting him? Funny voice. Thanks. I'm gonna take that as more compliments. Add 1 more headquarter level? Oh, but why? I want more girl avatars. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I wish we would have some more girl avatars, but developers always say that they don't sell. So we have existing girl avatars, and people don't buy them. So the developers are like, people don't want girl avatars because the existing ones, people don't buy them. Happened to weather update? We never had a weather update planned. That was a April Fool's video like 2 years ago. Reporting Bison having too much power. You can't report somebody for having that. Let's have a look at the Facebook comments. Facebook comments are just talking about promo codes. That's kind of boring. Bison makes confed players cry. I see that. I can clearly see that. Report Bison because he killed people? Okay. I'm a girl, I want girl avatars. I understand. I'm not a girl, but I also like girl avatars because, hey guys, I like girls. Here's a big secret. As a man, I like girls. And looking at dudes, nah. Looking at dudes all day, nah. Playing games, looking at dudes, miss me with that. Many girls play. I do understand that as well. A very, very healthy number of... I think in the community, actually. I've seen a lot of girls in the community. I don't actually think we have a lot of girl players. It's her smaller hitbox? I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to use that excuse. That excuse is for weak people. I like girls. That's why I play girls in video games. But anyways, girl avatars would be really cool. But developers also say like, oh, it's a war game, so it's for dudes. Or like, girls don't even... the girl avatars don't sell. Those are the 2 main reasons. I think that we just need better girl avatars. Better girl avatars in the game would sell 100%. Anime girls, sign me up. Anyways, sorry, we got distracted. We got distracted from the gameplay. Let's go back to gameplay. Both teams built up significant forces, especially. Well, I was looking at red and teal here, Strateg and Black Pigeon. Strateg versus Black Pigeon is actually a match that I really, really would like to see here, since both players are particularly powerful. I think Black Pigeon is a very strong player and Strateg is a very strong player. I want to see a match between those two. We have a hammer here. Very, very adventurous hammer moves forward. Solaris shoots the active into the Bison. Cerberus jumps into the fog to try to scout it, but so far, no damage done to the resistance. A lot of the damage is just getting repaired by the mole. A hammer goes down, a Cerberus goes down, but no other significant damage here. Both players, well, Strateg decides to fall back a little bit here. I think Black Pigeon is going to follow him. I'm pretty sure Black Pigeon is just going to follow him now. He's probably going to move a bit forward. Maybe Strateg is baiting him here. We'll see, we'll see. At the same time, it's Night Soul, right? This Night Soul, he's doing the same thing he did last game, which is produce big army, put Atlas in it, and see if he can win. And we also have Sigismund. He's going to be the air player this game. He's going to provide some air support. There's already have some vertexes out in the field. There is a single chameleon active currently. Another one activates right now. Hawks are flying out. We have Rings Sopra on the Hawks once more. Zeus is feeling very adventurous right now. Solaris force firing into the ground, trying to guess where exactly the chameleon is. He's trying to snipe that chameleon, take it out. Not currently being able to find it though. Bison active, goes forward, destroys a couple of units here. Looks like Strateg is getting pushed back. Another Bison is going to join the fray here. This one is from Rings, actually. Solaris active goes out, actually destroys a couple of units as well. There's a second Solaris. There's two Solaris. Another one deals damage to Wolverine, destroys a chameleon. There's only one chameleon left. This looks kind of dangerous. Beholder is also around here. Is Beholder going to scan? Oh, that scan is way too far forward, actually. That's way too far forward. Bison also moves a bit too far forward. Takes damage. A Wasp also goes down. There's a bunch of light heroes going down. Bison in the middle of everything. Stuns a bunch of Zeus. Solaris is taking pot shots at it. Shield activates. Zeus are still able to fire. The Bison is going to go down. So both teams are just trading heroes very much so far. I think the Solaris needs to get microed a little bit more. Yep, it needs to fall back just a little more. Yellow and blue are fighting. Atlas and Energy are fighting each other here. Atlas goes down. Seraphim goes down. The Solaris is here, but there's not a lot of units at the same time. Energy has been able to produce quite a significant army, while Night Soul still doesn't have a lot of units. He's been not very successful in amassing a huge army. And at the same time, Sigismund does not seem to have a lot of vertex. Did he lose all of his vertex? I think he did. I think he actually did lose all of his vertex. These factories are producing, but there's not a lot of vertex here on the airfields, and Hawks are still very much alive. And yeah, like I was saying, Black Pigeon is slowly moving forward. Solaris is shooting. Wolverines are also shooting. Bison active goes out, deals damage, forces Strateg to fall back and reposition once again. It's not looking good for core testers here. We might have a W for the YouTubers this time. Oh, we'll see. Let's see. Seraphim here flying above. Oh, that's a good Beholder into Solaris active. Bison takes some significant damage, but is not going to be taken down. This Seraphim is feeling adventurous. Solaris not being able to finish it off either. Oh, brutal. Simply brutal. Strateg is forced into the confines of his own base here. Some of these Zeus are also being a little mismicroed. That's a big issue for Strateg. Leaving units like that, not great. A couple of Solaris are defending his base. Yellow is moving around, trying to find weaknesses in Night Soul's defenses. He wasn't actually able to push forward. It looks like Yellow is just going to go put more pressure on Strateg instead of trying to crack the defenses of Night Soul, which is actually a really good, solid move. He should be applying more pressure on Strateg. This barracks is going to spot it. Bison moves forward, probably trying to apply a stun to all of these units. Solaris is, all these units get stunned. A building goes down as well. Solaris misses completely. I mean, missing actives like that is really, really, really huge. It's a big issue. There's also an issue of not having any air coverage. These Hawks are absolutely uncontested in the air. Looks like Sigismund is struggling with his air situation here, as he is building Thors and more vertexes, but there's just no air. It just feels like it's only Hawks. Atlas is here to try to defend here. This choke point is actually pretty good for Atlas, and it looks like Black Pigeon is finally forced to move back a little bit with the combined defense of 2.5 players. Energy, though, sensing that Night Soul's army must not be at home, he decides to move around the back here. He splits his army in half. One half is here at Strateg's base, another half is here at the Night Soul's base, and he is now forcing Night Soul to just try and walk back. because otherwise, what are you going to really struggle? Oh, okay. Scion active goes out, captures a couple of units. Scion stun, captures a couple of more units. Actually really solid. Where did Energy's army go? Excuse me? It's suddenly just Bison left, and now Energy's other part of the army is over here. Scion, by the way, look at that. Scion defense is insane. Scion with a couple of Zeus and a few Vertexes, actually able to hold off this push very successfully. Very nice. But Black Pigeon is back in Strateg's base because Nightsoul was forced to go back to defend himself, yeah? But, you know, he's not been able to really get advantage of that. But he is also luring 2 Bison. Look at Nightsoul is luring 2 Bisons onto himself here. Atlas is going to use his active ability as he is already last standing, taking down a few vehicles here as well, taking down a Wasp before going down. But Black Pigeon is just destroying Strateg's base. It is definitely over for him. Look at that. Well. Looks like core testers are going to be surrendering here. Look at that. Black Pigeon rolls over Strateg's base like it's nothing and is moving into Sigismund. Well, I think we can all clearly see what the Confederation is. Can Paimba double tap win? Clearly, yeah. I mean, there is no air support from Sigismund here. Very little air support, and it was very difficult for to hold off the initial push from the Black Pigeon. Black Pigeon played really well. You could see that he microed his army very well. He advanced very slowly forward onto the Confederation. And Nightsoul, he did try to defend, but it was very difficult for him to defend both himself and Strateg. So I think it was very well played by the YouTubers team. Black Pigeon, CIA Energy, and Rinks Sopra. They all played very well. And they get a well-deserved victory. The third match, the third battle means that they are the winners. And that means a third promo code. Kiss my Atlas, 81. Well played by me. Well played by you. Yeah. Finally using Scion. Very good. That Scion defense was insane. Scion is very good. Yeah. It's best of 45 games. No. Another victory for the GG Resistance. Arrgh. Can't win against good Resistance play. I mean, just play better than they do. If a player is good, they should be winning. If a player is playing better than you, they should win. Double tap is ridiculous. It fires on the units first in buildings. Hold on, double tap. It was just a joke. Maybe the YouTubers were trying something. Or maybe they like in the third game. We're talking about the third game a lot. In the third game, there was definitely a lot of miscommunication here between the players. Resistance has 3 wins now. It's over. It's all over, guys. The match is over. YouTubers won. Flawless. I mean, it's not flawless victory. They did lose. They lost 1. I play Art of War 3, play Candy Crush, Noob, Konya. I didn't play in any of these games today. What are you talking about? What are you saying, buddy? That's just rude. You're Psy and controlling my Atlas. Alligators more than my Jaguars. I mean, if Psy could control Atlas, that would be funny. But yeah, you said alligators. Yeah, it's kind of powerful. Like, if you can bring up Scion to support a naval battle, that's also very strong. It can be very strong. Beholder can't use passive ability with Bison? What do you mean, why? What do you mean it can't use passive ability with Bison? We have seen, actually, that Bisons went down very quickly in these battles when Beholder active was used on it. It was definitely very hard to keep Bison alive once the Beholder active actually hit it. I want to see Iconia play a match with a new hero. Nah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not playing any of the matches today. We've had a lot of fun. We've had some cool games. But that's the point of the stream. That was the point of the stream, is to have a show match between YouTubers and core testers. And I think both sides showed some very good gameplay. And all of the players have tried very hard to win, but, you know, there's always a winner and a loser. So I think we should all thank all of the players who participated. Night Soul, Strateg, Sigismund, Black Legion, Energy, and Rinks. Huge thanks to those players for showing us some really good games today. Really well played for both sides here. Thank you guys for joining the stream today as well. I hope you guys had fun watching. I hope you guys had fun putting in promo codes in the game. I should actually, once again, I'm gonna go put in all of the promo codes that we've had today. So we've had, let me check once again. We've had, first promo code was Bison versus Atlas 25. That was the first code. And then we've had Bison Donut 77. And then we've had... Oh, I mean, we have it right now on the screen. He's my Atlas 81. But yeah, very strong, very good, very, very fun. Also, the promo codes. The promo codes for this stream were kindly provided by the Discord users. In our Discord, in Out of War 3 Discord, there's a special thread where you can put your promo suggestions, promo name suggestions. I went there and I found all the names there. 100 tokens, nothing. You don't have to claim it. If you don't like 100 tokens, don't claim it. Don't claim it. Core tester used Solaris. I mean, Night Soul used Atlas the entire time. Bison alone. I mean, we've seen plenty of situations where Bison was alone, and it definitely died a lot alone. But with the Mole and Wolverine and Chameleon support, definitely very strong. Definitely very powerful combo with Chameleon and Mole specifically. I mean, Wolverine, I said Wolverine, but Wolverine is there to like throw its grenades and provide fire support. But Mole, Bison, Chameleon seems very powerful, yeah. I'm at work now, but I wanted to play. Unlucky. Someone had a lot of fun naming Kiss My Atlas, just like me. Hey, it was a funny code. It was a funny code. It was a funny code name. I liked it. The issue is that, like, Atlas has shield, but it doesn't have Mole, right? So, like, Atlas doesn't have the Mole to support it. Bison has Mole. So, with Mole and Chameleon, two really, really strong supports, the buffing supports like that, it's definitely very difficult for Atlas to catch up as well. It's just because, like, Bison is strong, but it's only strong when it's applied with Chameleon and Mole. We've seen it here very much. When Bison goes in by himself, yeah, it can stun. Yeah, it can, like, hit things, but it dies super quickly. But if it has Mole and Chameleon, it's a lot harder all of a sudden. But yeah, if Atlas only has Shield, and Shield does provide it with more survivability, but it definitely feels... it definitely seemed like it couldn't really shine as much as Bison with Mole. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to the stream. I hope you had fun. I hope you still enjoyed watching the games, and I will see you next Friday. Bye!